Okay, this is the Hot 10 manga for March 27th, 28th, 29th, and these collections were so hot, I'm worrying about the paper on my printer might just catch on fire. That's how hot these freaking collections were. I could probably get rid of my furnace and heat my house with just this list alone next winter. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But first, I've got 3 honorable mentions. And even number 3 is $495 for the collection. Didn't make the list. The top collection, and it wasn't even complete, was $1,800. Even the singles we had, the number 1 was $750. It wasn't even a limited edition. It didn't have gold. It didn't have hollow. It didn't have foil. And no, it wasn't Umineko. But it's one we've seen before on this list quite a bit. It seems some of these volumes are getting out of control. Just the normal tankobon went for over $750. But anyway, let's get into my 3 honorable mentions for the collections. The first one is, hey, and I highlighted this one as listing of the week earlier. It's One Punch Man, volume 1 to 24, Malaysian are fake. $240, $10 a book, Viz Media 2015. Like, so many people are still buying those Malaysian bootleg collections. And it's like, you can get the same freaking collection for about the same price a lot of time. You know, especially with One Punch Man. It's not an especially valuable series. They're still cover price or less. So, anyways, there we go. Rant over. Honorable mention number 2. Trinity Blood, volumes 1 through 12. $300. That's about $25 a book. Tokyo Pop, 2006. Wasn't enough to make the list, but I thought that $25 a book was very respectable. So I wanted to include it. And speaking of very respectable, honorable mention number 3. It's Boys Over Flowers, or Hanayori Dango, volumes 1 through 24. $495. That's like $20.63 per book. Viz Media, 2003. So with the honorable mentions out of the way, let's get to this freaking crazy list. I mean, it literally starts at $500 for the top 5 collections. Number 5, and it's a lot of manga, is Naruto, the 3-in-1 omnibus, volumes 1 through 24. That's literally like 72 tankobons worth of manga. Went for $501. That's almost $21 per book. Viz Media 2011. Collection number 4, one we've seen many times. Trigun Maximum, volumes 1 through 12. $557. That's like $46 a book. Dark Horse 2004. And speaking for one that always sells well when it's the full collection, is Berserk. Volumes 1 through 41, $592. Dark Horse 2003. Now we're about to take a step up for collection number 2. It went for $756. It's Love Com, or Lovely Complex, volumes 1 through 15 and 17. It's actually missing volume 16. Went for $756.60. That's like $47.29 per volume. Viz Media 2007. And finally, we get to the number 1 collection, which almost knocked me off my chair when I saw it. It's amazing. It's like 24 slender little volumes. And we've actually had the number 1 on this list before a few times, but this is a big collection of it. It's the 5-Star Stories, volumes 2 to 16, and then 18 to 26. So it's actually missing volume 1 and volume 17. $1,800. That's $75 each. Toys Press, 2003. Whew! After that crazy collection list, let's get to the singles. And I just have 2 honorable mentions. Let's get to number 1, just to show you guys that Classroom of the Elite, the light novel. This time it's volume 2. Went for $60. I know volume 7 is the expensive one, but all of them tend to do pretty well. Honorable mention number 2, Tomy 1 and 2, and Flesh Colored Horror. These are actually from the Comics 1 publisher way back in 2005. Went for a total of $233.75. That's almost $78 each. Not quite enough to crack the top 10, but anyways, let's get to the top 10. Coming in at number 10, we've seen it before, To Love Ru, Darkness, Volume 8, went for $80, 7 Seas, 2018. Number 9 is also no stranger to the list. It's Trigun, Volume 1. It went for $85.49. Dark Horse, 2003. Number 8 is also a title we've seen many times before. This time it's Mushishi, Volume 3, $88, Del Rey, 2008. I would have to say Mushishi is one of those series that basically every volume is valuable. And speaking of every volume is valuable, let's get to number 7. Umineko, When They Sell, When They Cry, Episode 4, Volume 3, $89, Yen Press, 2015. Number 6 is also one we haven't seen for a while, but it's High School of the Dead, Volume 5, $90, Yen Press, 2012. Number 5, we've seen a lot of on this list lately. And here's a hint. It's from Vertical, the publisher. Now, an interesting story about Vertical. Vertical was Kodansha's, it was an imprint of Kodansha. And it was literally taken over by Kodansha in 2011. They bought out the company. But what was one of the big titles they were publishing before they were taking over? Why, it was number 5, Blackjack, Volume 17, $96, Vertical 2011. Number 4 is going to seem very similar because it's Blackjack Volume 16, but this time it went for $130. Number 3 is one we haven't seen for a long time, and I'm very happy to see it again. I'm a big fan, as you know. Ranma 1/2, the 2-in-1 edition, Volume 15, $140, Viz Media, 2016. Number 2, you remember how I was telling you that Mushishi was always valuable? Well, this time it's an ex-library copy, Volume 6, Mushishi, $149, Del Rey, 2008. Now, I'm getting into publishers here for a reason, because Del Rey basically folded in 2010, and then Kodansha had to come in and basically take over the manga that they had started. One of the titles that they did continue publishing was Air Gear, and we've had many Air Gear on the list, but this time it's Air Gear Volume 28. Went for $756. Kodansha 2013. The only other sale I could find for Air Gear Volume 28 was an ex-library book which sold for $345. So let's put up the spreadsheet. So the collection's amazingly impressive, like $500 to $1,800. Those 5-star stories just blew me away. As far as the individual volumes went, a lot of it, quite honestly, we've seen these before. To Love Ru, Darkness, Trigun, Mushishi, Umineko, Blackjack, and that Air Gear. Wow, there's the list. Just amazing. Thanks again for watching. Anybody has comments, feel free to leave it. I was literally taken aback by how expensive that Air Gear Volume 28 is. Those are normally the prices for the limited editions and, you know, exclusive and titles with, you know, like holographic or gold foil or shiny or something like that in the title. No, this was just a plain old Tankobon volume. Just incredible. But anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll see you in about 3 days. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.